Good morning, all. So, in this class, we're going to discuss about flexible manufacturing system and what are all the concept and components and types and applications and the benefits of flexible manufacturing system. So, flexible manufacturing system is very useful in these days because today's competitive world, the global market, where the rapid response and production flexibility in manufacturing are identified as a very important order-winning criteria. Both these criteria, which is necessary to maintain or increase market share, are affected by design of production areas. The group technology that we have discussed in the earlier class, which is focused on the design of production cell to handle a family of parts with common production characteristics. And also, it is realized that integrated production cell are critical elements of SIM. SIM is nothing but computer integrated manufacturing system. By realizing the benefit of SIM, the integrated enterprise in many product areas which requires implementation of flexible manufacturing system on the shop floor. This picture will clearly indicate you about a flexible manufacturing system because see that the workstation and the work holding and as well as loading, unloading, everything will be done by robots. See, the plenty of robots are used in this system. This picture will clearly explain you about what is flexible manufacturing system. In recent days, the current business scenario, the competitive of any manufacturing industry is determined by its ability to respond quickly because in current market situation, the business is very competitive. So we need to produce the product in high quality as well as low cost and within the time and also satisfy the customer needs also. So in 1960s, the market competitions becomes more intense. During 1960 to 70s, it was the primary concern. We need to deliver the component very speed and also we need to satisfy the customer needs or else our product will be replaced by some other company products. By this scenario, each and every industry are focused on how to produce the parts in a fast manner and also in a good quality conditions. This flexible manufacturing system, which will help you a lot in this criteria to meet our requirements, our customer requirements, and to increase our productivity. And the next one is flexible manufacturing system. So it is nothing but a highly automated group technology machine cell. So here in flexible manufacturing system, an individual machine or group of machine that will be served by automatic material handling system that is controlled by computer and also it has the capability of handling the tools. FMS is resulting of integrating CNC, DNC and group technology as well as automated material handling system into one system. Since FMS is a manufacturing technology, here the system which will be referred by agility. So agility is nothing but agile manufacturer is one who is the first to the market and operate with the low total cost as well as deliver the product in very fast manner. The next one is flexibility. So here the flexibility is comprised of three categories. One is basic flexibility, system flexibility, and aggregate flexibility. So flexibility is nothing but to attribute that which allows a mixed model manufacturing system to cope up with a certain level of variation in part or product cycle without any interruption in production due to changeover between the models. And these the major flexibilities, basic, system, and aggregate flexibility, which comprise of different categories, which includes in these three flexibilities. So, what are all the flexibilities? Are in general, the flexibilities are different types, which is machine type flexibility, production flexibility, process flexibility, product flexibility, and routing flexibility, volume as well as expansion flexibility. So, why we go for this flexibility? In this basic three primary capabilities which will be needed for this flexibility. First one is identification of different production unit to perform the correct operation, and the second one is quick changeover of the operating instruments as well as the physical setup, tools, fixtures, and etc. The basic flexibility, which comprised of machine flexibility, which is easy to machine the various process operations, and material handling flexibility to measure the easy with different part types can be transported from one machine to the another machine and also positioned. The third one is operation flexibility, so easy to operate alternative operations in a sequence manner that can be easily processed by a part type. So that is operating flexibility. So these are the important terms of basic flexibility. And the next one is system flexibility. So here it may comprise of volume flexibility, just nothing but the capability or ability of the system to vary the production volumes of different products to accommodate changes in demand while remaining profitable. And the next one is a routing flexibility. So it is nothing but the capability to produce parts on alternative workstation in case of equipment breakdown and tool failure or any other interruptions. And process flexibility, so here the volume of set of part types that can produce without any inaccurring or setup time. And the product flexibility, here a changeover, ability to change over to a new set of products economically and quickly to changing the market requirement. So these factors also influenced by some of the factors called machine flexibility and offline part programming and readiness of the project and the manual worker and also amount invested in capital equipment. And the next one is aggregate flexibility. See here, the aggregate flexibility may comprise of the major things. One is program and production flexibility and market flexibility. So program flexibility is nothing but we need to run the program for a long time without any external intervention. So it should be error free. And the next one is product flexibility. See here, the range of product types that can be produced by a manufacturing system. It will be influenced by machine flexibility or range of machines. And the next one is market flexibility. It is based on the market, okay. And there are a few types of flexible manufacturing system that we're going to discuss, which will be based on different classifications. If we go into the deep learning, we will clearly study about the basic types. One is processing operation and assembly operation, and the next one is by means of using number of machines, single machine cell, flexible machine cell, and flexible manufacturing system, and by means of dedicative FMS and random order FMS. The first one is single machine cell. See here, the picture will clearly indicate you about the single machine cell. See here, a single machining center will be used, and the pallet and work will be placed over the pallets, and shuttle cart and the shuttle track is available. Loading and unloading also takes place here, and different workpieces, different geometric workpieces are used here to machine, but here a single machine is used to machining. A tool store is also available in the machine center to vary the tool according to the operations. So this is a single machine cell. It satisfies 3 flexible testers except the error recovery test, processing at different part types, responding to change in the production schedule, as well as accepting new part introductions. So this is the major benefit of the single machine cell. And the next one is flexible manufacturing cell. So in this flexible manufacturing cell, it consists of 2 or 3 processing workstations, usually CNC machine centers or turning centers. A load and unloading stations also there, and also a part handling system is also available. So in this, the part handling system that is used in FMZ have limited part storage capacity. See here, only 3 is available in this picture. 3 machining centers are used, and this illustration of typical flexible manufacturing cell, which consists of 3 machining center and pallet loading and unloading robots also. Okay, and this is capable of producing simultaneously different parts, and also it satisfies all the 4 tests of flexibilities. See there the picture, 3 machining centers are used, so we may do 3 different operations by using this flexible manufacturing cell. And the next one is flexible manufacturing system. This is what we're going to study. So it is consists of more than 4 or more processing workstations, typically a CNC machine center or turning centers, which are connected mechanically by a common part handling system and are also controlled by a distributed computer system. So after the process are taken by each and every machining center, it will move on to the storage. It will move on to the storage system, and then it will go to the coordinate measuring machine for inspection. After completing everything, it will be stored in the storage system. So this system will be used widely in industries to increase the productivity as well as to deliver the product in very fast manner, and also the quality also increased in by using this flexible manufacturing system. The next one is types of FMS system. So here these types of FMS system we discussed about single machine flexible manufacturing and flexible manufacturing system, which is based on the graph will be plotted based on the number of machines as well as annual production. See, in this single manufacturing system, the production will be very low because we used a single machine, and in manufacturing cell we used 2 or more machines, 2, 3 or 4 more machines. But in flexible manufacturing system, we use a plenty of machines or more processing center comparatively than flexible manufacturing cell as well as single machine cell. So the annual production rate will be increased by using the flexible manufacturing system. That's why industries will opted for flexible manufacturing system. So the next one is flexible manufacturing system layouts. So these are some of the types: line layout, loop layout, rectangular layout, ladder layout, and open field layout. So these are the layouts that we followed in by using the flexible manufacturing system. These layouts are followed. Why we are using this layout? For this will be useful for handling the materials in a proper way. Okay, the first one is inline layout. This picture itself indicate you a line or sequential operations will be done here. The loading man will load the work part, then it will move on to the automatic machining one, and after completing the process it will move on to the second one and the third one, fourth one. Finally the finished product will be moved to the storage by using the unloading machine or unloading operation. See, the workflow will looks like a line layout or sequential layout or sequential operation. So that's why this layout will be called as inline layout. The benefit of this is a sequential operation is done. And the second one is loop layout. So here the workstations are arranged in a loop. The work part usually move from one workstation to another workstation in one direction around the loop with the capability to stop at any station. The secondary handling system at each workstation allows the work part to move around the loop without any obstruction. Also, manual loading and unloading stations at one end of the loop. See, at the left side, loading and unloading will take place at a common end. Okay, and inspection also takes place here. The direction of flow will looks like a loop format. This is the another material handling system called loop layout. And the third one is rectangular layout. So it is similar to the loop layout, but the loading and unloading station will be separately taken place. So loading at the left side, unloading at the right side. If any of the part will not be completed, then it will move on to the loop again by using the return loop. Okay, this will be very effectful. The error will be rectified in a loop layout by means of this rectangular layout. The recirculation of pallet back to the first station in the sequence after loading at its final station. So this is FMS rectangular layout. And then we move on to the ladder layout. The ladder layout is the another term. So here the structure will looks like a ladder format. Here also loading and unloading will takes place in the same place. A rung in the ladder layout increases the routing, flexibility, and the other advantages of this ladder layout is reduced average travel distance, minimized congestion in the handling system, and reduced transport time between the workstations. If you want to do some operation in machine number 3, then you directly move to the machine number 3 and do the operation. If you want to move to the machine number 4, there is no need to travel or pass along machine number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Directly go to the machine number 4 and do the operation. So this is the major advantage. So the average travel distance will be reduced here and the congestion also reduced. So transport time between the workstations also reduced. And the next one is open field layout. So this is also one of the loop layout which consists of multiple loops, ladders and sliding organized to achieve the desired processing requirements. This is generally preferred for processing a large family of parts. A number of different workstation types is usually limited. Also, a part can be routed of a different workstation depending on which one becomes available first. So that is the major thing in open field layout. So the automatic machining also there. So 5 processing machines is there. Which one is free? The part will move to that and do the work. This is the major advantage of the open field layout. And the next one is, important one is robot centered cell. So in open loop layout, whenever the machine is free, we process the part towards the machine and then we will complete the work. It's similar to the ladder as well as loop layout. Okay, but in robot center cell, the robot will helpful to load and unload in the processing machines. And these are some of the advantages of flexible manufacturing system. Yes, by using this system, we already said that the productivity is increased at a speed rate. Due to that, the cost will be reduced. So variety of items can be produced under one roof and more products quickly we can produce quickly. And also it improves the product routing and the quality also improved. By using the robots, here setup time, the loading and unloading time will be reduced. So the product completion time also reduced. So we may produce variety of products, but the disadvantage of the flexible manufacturing system is it is much expensive than the manual working system. That's why a small scale industries may not be opt for a flexible manufacturing system. So multinational companies may go for this flexible manufacturing system. So expensive and costing millions of dollars. Technological problem of exact component positioning and precise timing which is necessary to process a component. So there will be a problem. And also it is a sophisticated manufacturing system. It not adapted for all the level of industries. Small scale, there will be 3 types: small scale, medium scale and large scale industries. For small scale industries, FMS will not be benefited because it is cost wise it is more expensive. That's why large scale industries and automated industries go for this flexible manufacturing system. And these are some of the applications of flexible manufacturing system. So metal cutting machine. We may take example as laser cutting machines, laser beam machines, and metal forming, and in assembly. In industries, a robot will do the welding process or welding operations, arc welding or spark welding. We will give the program to the robot, then it start doing the work. The human environment is completely reduced by using the robots, by using the flexible manufacturing system. So surface treatment and inspection, testing, everything will be done by this flexible manufacturing system. These are the areas where these flexible manufacturing systems are used.